Good morning, guys. It's Sky Christina. Hopefully, you can hear me properly. There's a lot of birds singing. Today, we're going to talk about jobs you got to do in May. I know it's like halfway through May right now, probably, when I post this, but if you haven't done them, at least you can catch up with them in the next 2 weeks, I guess. I haven't even started on my May jobs, other than watering and a little bit of weeding. We haven't done anything really. So today is the first day I'm planning on cracking on properly with the jobs. So job number one, we've already talked about it, weeding. So on my allotment, I have been pulling weeds forever. It's actually insane how much I've been pulling weeds. And I decided, I think my mum mentioned it. She was like, "Oh, should I get you a trimmer or whatever they call the hand trimmer?" And I was like, no, because I like to pull them to put them in my compost and I like to get them all the way out. But I'm starting to realize that it's a lot harder than you think. And you have to put a lot of hours into pulling weeds out because they do get pretty strong. So in the meantime, I invested, guys, in a Bosch hand trimmer. It's got this one, like a hedge trimmer. I'm probably going to be just using this one. I don't really have any hedges, but at least it's here just in case I need to tackle any big things. But yes, I brought that with me because I'm going to do some of that today. So yes, weeding. As you can see, I'm going to be weeding like crazy today. Now that I've got the hand trimmer, I'm just going to cut everything down and then hopefully give myself a nice plain restart, and then I can start pulling here and there in between on the beds, because on the beds I can't really use the hand trimmer. So yes, job number one, weeding. Okay, job number two. Oh, there's so many bugs right now. Job number two, watering your seedlings. So I'm going to quickly take you over here. I have done loads of watering this morning. As you can see, the soil's darker because I didn't come here for like 6 days because I was unwell. And look at this, my oregano is recovering, but it's really upset with me. You have to keep on top of it. Oh my god, that's a big spider. Every 4 days I would come down and make sure at least I'd water my plants, even if I didn't have a lot of time. That was a good balance, like a good number of days in between. But also, let me show you in the greenhouse, because obviously in the greenhouse these guys don't get rain and it gets really hot in here. So because these are going to dry out a lot quicker than stuff outside, because they also get rain sometimes. They also have groundwater, so the roots can dig down deep and try and get the water that's lower down, whereas in here they don't have that luxury. So I need to get proper trays, but you got to invest in trays. This underneath here, it's got some water in it, as you might be able to see. This is a lid of one of like things like this. It's a big one because my tomatoes, I don't really want them to die out. So, and they're really big, so they need a lot of watering. So I just, on my way out when I leave, I fill up the tray with water, and then they didn't need any watering today because I did that. Yeah, you got trays like this where it's got like the separate tray and then there's a tray underneath, so water can, like, I've only watered these plants once and they stay watered. They stay wet because it's a closed environment and I don't really have to water them. Oh, this one, my lettuce. So this lettuce takes a lot of water, especially because it's only in a small pot. I don't want to put it out yet. Oh, its stem got really thick now. So there's a little pot underneath where it's got water in it, so they can drink water whenever they like. Like this as well. I have these little pots of plants. As you can see, when I water them, the water goes through the pot, but it also sits a little bit at the bottom as well, so they still have some time to get some water before I come back and I can water them again. See, look, these have holes in the bottom of them. That's dried out. I think this one doesn't have holes, so it's still kind of alive. None of these have a tray underneath, but they really do need it because they struggled over those 6 days. But they're perking back up. Hopefully this will strengthen them. But still, some plants, they need for definite a tray underneath with a bit of water to cushion the days that you're not here. That's job number 2. Make sure you keep on top of your watering and watering your plants. Job number 3, yes, hardening off your seedlings. Very important if you want your plants to survive. So I obviously have mine in a greenhouse. When I'm here, a lot of the times, I used to have the door open to let fresh air in, let the cool air in. But sometimes when I'm about to plant something out as well, the days before or the week before, when I'm here, I'll put them outside, and then when I'm going home, I'll put them back inside. So they kind of get used to being outside. You need to get them used to the temperatures outside and the weather outside, because they're used to comfort and luxury indoors. If you're not doing that and you're seeing that when you plant out your plants they just die, maybe that's the cause, or it could be watering. Many reasons. So job number 4 is, if you like to do this, you can do it, but you don't have to, and that's thinning out your seedlings. I'm going to show you 2 examples of where I thinned out my seedlings and where I didn't thin out my seedlings. So I have many beds now where I don't thin out because they are booming. I decided to take on the approach of a bit of chaos, a bit of survival of the fittest. Let the plants fight it out to see which ones are going to be the strongest, the biggest, the loudest, the proudest. And then they're just thriving, to be honest. Like, I'm looking at them right now and I can see that they're really doing really well, and I didn't thin them out. But I'm going to show you examples of where I did thin them out and how they're not doing so well. I have a theory that some will die, obviously, but others kind of get the support of the others. For example, they don't get eaten because there's loads of them. Some do get eaten, but because they have the strength of others to kind of take off the burden of being eaten by different bugs, they're doing their thing. So I don't personally do it anymore, but I can understand why some people might want to thin out the seedlings and try it. It might work for you. It's not exactly working for me. Everything I thinned out is pretty much dying. I'm going to make this job number 5 like a 2-part thing, and that's earthing up potatoes and fertilizing your seedlings, so feeding them. Earthing up your potatoes, I kind of feel like that's also kind of a version of feeding them, because you're putting more nutritious soil into the bag or into the ground for the potatoes to grow. And then obviously feeding / fertilizing your plants. I'm using my homemade banana peel fertilizer because I'm sick of buying fertilizers all the time. I do have a box of seaweed fertilizer, but I tend to just put that in when they first go in at the bottom of the hole that I put them in, or on top of the soil where I put the seedlings in. I think I'm going to do it a second time because they're getting really big now. I'm probably going to do a banana water fertilizer for my seedlings. And when do I call them plants? I keep calling them seedlings like they're still babies. They are my babies. So yes, don't forget to feed your food. Feed your food? Feed your plants, because they get hungry too. Job number 6, building structures. You don't exactly have to build structures just yet. You could wait till June if you want to, or you could wait till you're planting out the particular plants that need building structures. A delivery of just basically simple stakes, plant stakes. I got these short ones, they're 40 centimeters and they're stackable, so like we have this kind of stuff to stack them. So I thought it'd be good to be able to move them around. I can reuse them because I was using bamboo. It only really gets to a set length every time, whereas this I can put it in the ground, stack, as tall as the plant gets. I might not do them that tall and just let the top flop over if they need to. But yes, that is job number 6, building structures. As you can see, I have a archway trellises as well. I guess building raised beds is kind of a structure as well. These are my version of raised beds because the wood, I always get freaking slugs living in them, so I've given up on those. Hello, have you come to visit? You saw me here and you want some snacks? I don't have any peanuts left. Oh no, I must have gave it last time. Sorry. You can have these instead. It's another job if you want a little bonus job. You can feed the wildlife. A bit of water to drink. Even though there's loads of structures around here to get water. Like my mini pond. That's also another job, an extra bonus job if you have a pond. Make sure you keep your pond clean. And the water circulating. I'm just putting some water in here for you. Does that make you happy? You just want me to leave so you can eat. Okie dokie. Sorry there's no peanuts. Hopefully that's good enough. Can't see because she's behind the thing. She's poking her head up. Checking on me. I'm not coming over, don't worry. Final job. I'm sure there's other jobs you should probably do, but this is all I could think of at the time. Protect your seedlings. Maybe you want to get a mesh net. I've been protecting mine with this mesh net, and I think that's why this is thriving so much. We got a multitude of different plants growing in there, doing pretty well. The mesh net and other structures like clutches and stuff like that, really good for protection. And it's pretty simple, it's not that hard to put together, and they're pretty cheap as well. So obviously you have to make sure you remove the protection when you want pollinators to come in and pollinate. So at the moment I'm deciding whether I should leave the net off for now because these have got really tall and they have flowers on them now, so I might actually leave them open to the winds. Hope for the best. I probably won't leave it for 6 days again. But yeah, when plants are really small, you've got really small seedlings, you should probably think about protecting them with a net or a clutch, or in the greenhouse. Greenhouse over there also protects your plants. Those are my jobs for May that I could think of. Other than planting more succession seeds, like sowing all the seeds that you need to sow for the month. That's also another thing you need to do. Planting out some stuff if you want to plant out. Depending on your situation, you can plant out now or you can still wait if you want to make sure things get a bit bigger. If you're like me, I'm waiting for things to get bigger because I don't want all the slugs I don't want a sudden rainfall that's intense and then the slugs just come and walk through my whole place and demolish everything. I will not have a repeat of my first year on this plot where everything got eaten. Those are my jobs for May. I hope that helps you guys figure out what to do in May. And it is a very beautiful day today. I'm very happy that I came to the allotment finally after being sick all week. Look at my babies. Look at all that freaking lettuce. I don't know if it's to harvest it now and the spinach. I think I'm going to harvest some of the spinach. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm going to go and finish chopping this whole place down. I'm going to enjoy chopping and I will see you in the next one. Lovely. Make sure you like and follow.